I got this inspiration to start this podcast for, and to go more specifically into film world from someone else who he now lives out in L.A. He started a podcast maybe 3 or 4 years ago, Lewis Howes and School of Greatness podcast, and I've been listening for like since May or June of this year.
Right.
And at the end of his podcast, he asks the 3 questions, and one of them I absolutely want. I can't take the credit for it, but I love the question so much. And it just goes. He starts the question. Is mainly his final question. And it goes. He asks it like this: "It's your last day on Earth. You know it is. You're on the bed. Your family's surrounding you. All your stuff that you've done has some reason that it's been wiped off, and it's gone. And you want to be remembered. You want to have a legacy. And you're given one piece of paper. You can do anything you like with it and a pen. With the one piece of paper, flip it over, whatever. What are 3 truths that you know to be true about the film world?"
First of all, I like that you were inspired by this last question. And you didn't steal it. You are paying homage, Thomas.
Yes.
Paying homage. And that's one of the 3 truths that I would write, that to be successful, you must study the history of film so that you may stand on the shoulders of the giants that came before you. So that you know that Steven Spielberg studies and pays homage to David Lean. You know, he loved Lawrence of Arabia, and you can see the influences in that. And J.J. Abrams learned and pays homage to Steven Spielberg. So study the past and learn from the greats and borrow, steal, homage, whatever you want to call it. Don't reinvent the wheel. Learn from those who came before us. The second one is this. You can never lie about your credits, but you can lie about your pay. So in the film world, you don't have to tell people how you worked for free or how the budget was $17,000 to make a feature film. You know, everyone's always proud of how inexpensively they made something, but that then just tells other people to not pay you as much. So I'm a big proponent of speaking the truth, except about your money. You can lie about that if you want to make more. But your credit, you just can't lie about. You either wrote the script or you didn't. You either were the cinematographer or you were not. It is binary. So when it says, a guy sent me one time, Thomas, a music video, and he goes, "Hey, I'm sending you the music video I directed." And I watched it on YouTube, and at the end it said directed by someone else. And I knew this guy worked on it, but I didn't know he directed it. And when I saw his name was not the name, I called him up. I said, "Hey, I'm calling bullshit. Pardon my language." I said, "Why is the other guy's name at the end of the film? It says directed by so-and-so." He goes, "Well, I really directed it, you know, and I'm talking to them and the artist about it. I'm going to put my name on it." I go, "Well, as of right now, you are not the director, and you can't lie about your credit. You can't send me something and say you directed it and someone else did, and thank goodness the guy's name is on there to catch you in your lie." So that would be number 2. You can lie about your money, but you can't lie about the credit. And number 3 that I have found to be a truth is something we touched on earlier. That creativity and the process of film, of making film, can and should be its own reward. You know, a lot of people think the shoot itself has to be grueling. It doesn't. It can be enjoyable. It can be a celebration. You know, I've talked to many filmmakers, interviewing them on my podcast, and they love going to set. Like, most people love going to set. You yourself, Thomas, love being on set. And that is one of the most... So I would say the third thing would be that filmmaking, the process of making film and collaborating with others, is one of the purest forms of joy, and that should be embraced. That the process is to be enjoyed.
All right, very cool, very awesome stuff.
If I could flip the paper over, I would draw a big smiley face on that piece of paper.
Nothing but the smiley face, or would you, and that would be it?
That'd be it, just a smiley face.
All right. And I think I did see, looking on the page, but your podcast link is on your page as well?
It is, at jordanbrady.com. It's called Respect the Process. It's on iTunes. It's free, and it's great conversations with working filmmakers, cinematographers, and people from ad agencies that come up with the ideas, you know?
Well, I'm for one a big since all this I wanted to listen to a couple other podcasts, but you just added another download, but from me on your podcast, so I'll be checking that out as well.
Check it out.